When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Friday, July 24th, and we are back after a little hiatus. The summer of vacations is coming to an end, and I do apologize. Virgin Cruise Lines, get your basic internet better because it stinks right now. What's going on, boys?
What's up, fellas?
Nothing. Glad to have you back. I'm actually leaving again next Friday, though. So,
oh, sheesh. Well, that's okay. That's what summers are for in America. You get out there, you vacation, you enjoy the weather, and then you hunker down for winter. So that's okay. We're supposed to be.
I actually started calling my vacations holidays because less people get mad at me when I call them, say I'm going away for a holiday. So they're like, "Oh, what holiday's coming up?" I'm like, "Nope, just my holiday." So that's kind of the word I'm using now.
All right, Anth, he's going European on us. I don't know how I feel about that.
Hey, it'll look good on them. I think we'll have a good time.
Yeah, well, cool. That's all right. Vacations are good. I hope everyone's having a great summer out there as well. Looks like El Nino, whatever year it is keeping it hot and wet. And they're saying it's going to be the same for the winter. So expect a lot of rain, green grasses. I know Tom's mad because he has to keep cutting the grass. Usually August, it's dead. I don't know what we're going to do.
I'll let you guys know. I cut my grass yesterday, and it is lush. It is like perfectly green. It's way too green for July. I'll tell you that.
It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because I do know you got a big yard. You got to get that rider out there.
I do. I enjoy it, though. Get it all done.
All right, guys, but we're not going to be negative today. I know everyone saw the news yesterday. We're probably at about a year high for interest rates, but that doesn't matter. In Pittsburgh, we are still trucking along. We're one of the most affordable cities in the country. So today we're going to talk about 4 tips that allow agents to win in today's market. And of course, the first one is to shift the convo away from interest rates and talk about your current success. Every buyer wants to talk rates right now. And frankly, it's not a great topic. So you have to shift away from that. Don't be negative. Talk about the offers you're getting accepted, the quick closings we're getting done, the success you're currently having, Tom, to get buyers in the home because rates aren't everything.
Yeah, you have to shift that talk. I mean, no one wants to hear negative talk. So we don't want to keep throwing out stuff on the rates either. That's kind of why you don't hear from us much either as the rates are going up. We're not keeping you updated on where these rates are, gung-ho every day because no one wants to hear the negativity of that. So, yeah, we are focusing on 30-day closings. We're focused on first-time home buyers that can still get a 5.375, if they meet guidelines and income limits. So we're focusing on all the positives that we can here and how we can get these buyers in cheaply to a house.
I mean, Tom hit it right there. It's a 5.99 APR on that rate as well. So you have to focus, Anth, on other things because like Tom said, who wants to talk about something negative or bad or rates are going up again? No, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to discuss why we're still winning, why we're still getting buyers in the homes.
Yeah, I mean, there's still many options. People can, make this affordable and still be able to buy without having, a full-blown conversation on rates. I mean, rates change 3 to 4 times a day with the market. So you could talk to somebody in the morning, by 12 o'clock, it's completely different. So you definitely do have to talk about the positives over the negatives because the rates are going to be what they are at the time that they lock in. There's nobody can control that. So the positives are definitely more powerful than negatives, especially in a real estate market because it's always changing so frequently.
And that parlays right into number 2, that there's more than just conventional loans. We've been fighting this with real estate agents literally since COVID days that we're only accepting conventional loans. And that is just a crazy way to think. There are already multiple types of mortgage programs out there, first-time home buyer, government-backed, closing cost assistance that will help buyers get in the homes, Tom. We don't need to rewrite the system. We don't need anything new. We just have to make sure we have realtors out there understanding and accepting all mortgage products.
Yeah. I mean, things come and go. The market's not always the same. We got to adapt to what the market is so we could best help our clients. That's the bottom line. I mean, if they're having trouble with a conventional loan, just a specific buyer with getting conventional financing, it doesn't mean that they're a bad buyer. There could be something going on with the job history, things of that nature that we have to go that other route. So it doesn't mean that it's a bad buyer because they're doing an FHA loan. They also might just want a little bit lower interest rate, or it just makes more sense to do the FHA route for them. So yeah, consider all options. There's no reason to roll one out over another. They're all great loan types, and in West Penn, we get them all closed. So
yeah, I mean, Anth, the other day I was trying to pre-approve a buyer. They would like to go conventional. Unfortunately, their credit score was a little bit too low. I literally could only get an approval for an FHA. I could not get an approval for a conventional. Are we just to throw that buyer away and tell them, sorry, Mr. Buyer, you can't buy a house because you can qualify for other programs, but not one? No, of course not. If we want to work with that buyer, an FHA buyer is still a great buyer.
Yeah. I mean, the program types are what works best for that individual client. And each one is not going to fit one and the same. I mean, conventional is going to have certain criteria over a government insured loan. But like Tom said, the interest rates are lower on government insured loans. That's like telling somebody that, qualifies for a VA home loan, hey, we know the benefit and the best program for you is the VA because it has 0% down, no PMI, and all the other benefits that come with it. But we're only going to accept a conventional. So if you have to go VA, then you can't be a buyer in today's market. That's absurd. You need a new agent because, that is not the way to do business. If a buyer wants that program and that is the best financial terms for their needs to buy a house, you got to work with a solid team and, agent and loan officer that's going to work with you and help you submit the best offer that you can, on that specific property. So it's affordable for you. And you're not in foreclosure in a year. So.
And that's, again, parlaying right into number 3, have your loan officer as your best friend. Real estate agent, loan officer, buyer should all be working very closely together to make sure the buyer is getting exactly what they need on the financing side. There should be back and forth. Can we do this? Can we do that? How about this offer price? How about this loan type? It should not just be one strict, here's what it is. There is give and take in this process, Tom. And, when the team works together, the buyer wins.
It's always the case, right? It's not just mortgages and selling houses. It's everything in life. The best teams are always going to win. So individuals, I could give you example after example of teams going back through the 90s of having great individual success with one guy here, one guy there. Maybe there's a good shortstop, good catcher, good pitcher. The other guy got a good point guard, good center. If they don't have a good team, they don't have any substitutes, anybody to back them up, then they don't have that full picture. And that's what we want to be. We are your full team. We're just that. We'll be your shooting guard. You be the point guard. We'll be the shooting guard. We're right there to help you. We want to be a part of that and a great teammate to you guys.
Couldn't have said it better. I mean, we're like the 08 Steeler defense, Anth. We are solid all around. There is not a weak link, and you need to have that. You need to have the title company, the appraiser, the lender, the real estate agent, everyone, the insurance guy, everyone on board.
We'll be Casey Hampton. You could be Polamalu and Ferrier. We'll be Casey Hampton for you and stop all the run block. We got you.
There you go. There you go. And number 4, just focus on what you control, Anthony. Focus on what you can control. No one can close a loan by themselves. No one can do everything. So just focus on you, get your team in line, and your buyers will appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. It takes a village to help a client close on a house. Not one person in the transaction is doing it all themselves. We don't sell real estate. We do finance. Real estate agents don't do finance. They sell real estate. and neither one of us do title. So it definitely takes a village to actually get that client from start to finish on a smooth process and making sure that everything works for that client. So yeah, teamwork makes the
Beautiful.
dream work.
That it is. Give us a shout. The Anthony pre-offer huddle is always available. Have a great weekend.
08 Steeler,
guys
free
next
offer
week.
huddle that, baby.
See you guys.
So,
Later.
Tom, Ryan, and Anthony